This is a random commentary analysis of a game between Team Xerxia and Team Chan or CSC. I have no clue who wins. I just download the game and I'm gonna see what happens in this game. So let's get on with the game. Let's see here. On the Radiant side we have Scotty Licious, or known as Scotty or Ken, playing a carry as Magic Stick, typical stuff. We have Teehee on the 5 Enchantress with Blightstone, which is extremely effective against a 0 armored hero like Skyrat. And then we have Lucifer with his Tiny playing alongside Grupido on the Razor, and then we have Mid JG playing the Void Spirit. On the Dire side we have CSC. We have mid lane Envy playing the Ember, maybe not E, just Envy, no Eternal. We have XCJ playing the offlane Marcy. Chu playing the 5 Dazzle. P4, or I forgot what his name was, but he's gonna be playing the position for Skyrat. And with the carry Void playing by Crack. So I'm just gonna skip ahead to interesting stuff happening, which is probably going to be a battle happening here. Some spells traded, nothing much. Alright, so let's get on with the game. Let's skip ahead a bit. No stick in this lane. Well, there's nothing much to cast it. So no stick on the Dire side. I guess there's nothing much on the Radiant side to stick for. So the Ember Void Spirit matchup is typical. You start with the Flame Guard, and you can't actually remove it anymore with Void Spirit. And somehow he gets 4 denied. Oh, that's rough. 4 denies. I don't think I've ever seen that in my entire life. How can he get 4 denies? That was something else. That was truly something else.
Rest easy, child.
So the Void definitely has the edge in play here in the mid lane. Let's check that on the other lines. Enchantress should be able to zone out 1v2 because that hero is something else, except now Marcy with the Sidekick. Sidekick level 1. He went for a Bracer Rush. That's pretty good actually in this game. He broke the pull on the Yanj. Skyrat should be fine here. Any regen up? The answer is no, no salves. Let's see what's gonna be any interesting happening here. There's just gonna be some trading early on. Let's skip ahead until we see the first blood. Oh, that lane almost died. 11-4 though. I guess it's kinda equalized. Eventually, matchup wise, Ember should have the advantage in this lane. Because Ember should just spam Slide of Fist, and Void doesn't have armor. Well, actually it's better than it was before, but it should still be slightly Ember favored. But play just make a relevance in this. Overall, the Radiant side right now is just having an overall better time. But this is just the laning phase, nothing much to be said here. Let's get the hands over blood. Nothing happening, nothing happening. Some runes, nothing happening still. And there we go. Here's the play by Marcy. Just jumps like 5,000 units, and the end should be first blood. Yeah, there you go. Surprised he doesn't have the stick against the Skyrat. Meanwhile, the Dazzle dies, and the Razor dies as well. That's that. This is the power of Mercy, just 1,000. Yeah, in total like 1,000 initiation range, a slow and also increasing speed. Current hero known for having a ton of damage. You know, there was some trading going on the game side as well. Let's look back at that as well. Let's see what happened on the top side. So we can replay this. Let's just replay. Okay, so some spells being used. I think I moved it back with the finish, but yeah, we'll just see about this. This is some spells being traded. Poison punch on the castle. And he kills her own teammate. Oh, that's sad. I mean, so what can you do, Roman? Dazzle is just that strong in lane now. The spells are extremely good. Ton of damage, ton of slow, ton of range. Even just the early point is just extremely good now. That is extremely unfortunate. Oh my lord. All being given. Eventually the Enchanter should just be able to zone them 1v2 with just by being inch. Having these creeps and all. But overall slight advantage for the Dire side in the side lanes. Oh, and Ember just caught up as well. Yeah, the matchup should always go for Ember. There's a trade of spells. Marcy just jumps 5,000 range. Skyrat should be dead here. Being the 0 armored hero he is. He has -1 armor just like the case of Lightstone, and he should be dead. And yes. At least he has his boots. He's rushing for an Ether Lens. Tons of stuff this game. He can stop the initiation of the Tiny or the Void Spirit if he has vision. So that's pretty good. Mercy rushing for BTB. Void Spirit going at Triple Maelstrom. That's what I was playing before he has it. Yeah, so the Lightstone against the low armored hero in the Void. And Skyrat dying in this scenario is actually extremely good because he gets a power reveal on the Ember. And now he's ready to prepare for the 6-minute power rune, which is exactly what he wants to play around. And level 6 on the Ember, but level 5 on the Void. He might actually just die here. Oh, that's really bad because now he gets a free power rune. I'll let go on the Void. Trade on the Razor. Actually, yes, stun, and he's dead. So, full kill on here and a full wave denied. But overall, oh, there's a fight bottom lane as well. Yeah, just 6 kills in the span of like 30 seconds. Yeah, there we go. Once the power rune, but Void denies it. Very good run by Void. But another reveal, this time from the Dazzle. Just refills everywhere. Every time you die. Just an advantage of being in a high level game or a pro game is being able to work together instead of just playing the game alone. It's really nice. We have a pause, and because it's replay, we can just skip that. Ember goes for the max life this build, which is very appropriate against Void. Top not work. Void seems to be struggling a bit, but I guess that's typical for Dazzle support, which doesn't actually do much to fight systems. He just has his own game, extremely good. And you're up against the Razor, so you don't have much to go for. Oh, they killed the Razor as well. I might have to go for that. But I killed him. I killed him on a tower. The Razor walks up. Go for the wing. And he just dies. And he dies on the tower. Wow, that is something else. Tiny has arc boots already. That's pretty damn nice, but anyways, this mana, nothing much to happen here. Can avoid. Oh, he completely missed because Marcy just provided 5,000 movement speed for the Skyrat. That's extremely nice. I can't. It says something else. Nothing much is gonna happen until items come up. Just a trade in the lanes. Nothing too wrong. Ember tries to go for a play top, but there's really nothing to look for, so I'm gonna go back for the rune. Timing, there will be an engagement for the rune. 5 people are met already, 6 soon. And that's a regen for the wood. So that's nice. I'm just trading overall. This is what you can do when the lane is kind of pushed up. You can pull on your own. And if you can keep your way through by CK. It's a 1v2, and that's just a wait for the Ember, who's gonna clean up. That's so much damage with the Slide of First Psychic. It's level 1 Psychic with another Slide should kill. He has now mana, and he gets killed. Wait for the Ember. Nothing much you can do at that point. They don't have vision to see that the Ember was going down. But good rotation. Finally gone on. He should be dead. Yeah, he should be. Almost dead. Oh. Goes for a chain instead. So the fight is here, trying to go for a play. Wow, that's just... that was truly something else. It's really something else. So what's going on in this game right now? Just trade of kills, nothing much. Security safety to farm. Mercy is going to be KV, and he's looked up another kill for the Ember because thank goodness for Mercy. That is extremely another kill. Scotty's dead again. Oh, it feels bad. But at the same time, they're getting mid tower, so it's not that bad for the Radiant side. But that was pretty sad. It's sad for the CP, but it's a good trade overall. And that's not anymore. Great denied by the Dazzle. Has his Arcane Boots, going for the Max Poison Touch, so he will be going for that early shard. For that Infinite Hex. Void has recovered it. He has a Javelin now. Situation is pretty good. They're going for the Void, misses the Avalanche, so will not get the kill, but they will get the tower, especially with the Storm Troll Summoner. Typical tower trade. Let's go ahead to see if anything will happen in the team fight. It's over. So Radiant invading the Dire side jungle and Dire on the Radiant side jungle, which is the typical thing to do. They're trying to force a little bit on the tier 2, maybe not pushing it, but at least like poking a bit to force maybe a bit of rotations. White Spirit going for the Yules. I mean, it is pretty necessary this game because you have Skyrim on the other side, but that does reduce his damage on the ton. We're trying to go on the Void, and because Yules is in his courier, he should be fine. The Ember should be fine as well, nothing much to kill him here. Great timing on the Yules too. So they know that TP on bottom, like the Tiny, and they know the Razor's alone, and they just kill the Razor, unleash plus Chrono equals death, or is it? It is death. The Eng is kind of out of position now as well, but he should be fine. We can just keep you up though. Very interesting game now. There's the CK has stopped dying, he has his armor now, he's level 10. That is extremely nice situation. Let's see. Oh, he's an arcane rune with the Phantasm. That's a 20-second downturn. That's extremely nice. But yeah, nothing much happening. There's some typical moves and then trades. Yeah, we're going to go for the smoke play onto the CK. Will he die again? They have a word here, and somehow the concussive miss, or not didn't miss, hit at the end. There's the damage by the Skyrack. Will the CK live? And he will. This is extremely terrible. Now the Ember's dead too. Another stun on top of that. There's Rage coming. Oh, that Marcy damage though. Kills being traded here. Ember finally dies, but I'd say that's better for the dire side overall. It was looking like a disaster. Now end up being a 2 for 2, which is not bad at all. See the items. Marcy is pretty much halfway to his PGB. Dazzle is not going for the shard. He is going for Never keep. Yeah, okay. Scarlet will be going for the Aether Lens, which is extremely useful just to stop people from coming onto him, from initiating. Also with Void, you can just throw the spells on top of them. That's really nice. Void has finished his Maelstrom, going for DPU as well. Yeah, nothing much happening though. And you will try to finish his fling. Void trying to look for pickups with Eng. Eng is nothing much, but that's a typical Eng thing. You don't really need anything. But as a Razor, he will be soon. Pretty underfarmed, but I guess that's fine considering they have 3 cores. You have to split the farm somehow. On the far side, Skyrack is just like here with the jewels. You might look for a counter play with the promo if it's fine. But oh no, that is a bad go. Okay, he's out. That is not a good jump there. Very nice invasive wards here. Very defensive wards by the Radiant side. Wait, how? How is this possible? So they spot the Void walking up. You see him here. No. Okay, I wish I didn't see that. I wish I didn't see that. Okay. I mean, I guess this Void is just here all by his own. And meanwhile they try to go on Marcy as well, which fails. Oh, and this will be disaster for Dire, but huge crits coming up. Killing the Dazzle immediately. Kills being traded. And yeah, they die. This is truly something else. Why is he still there and how did he get out there? What is happening? Yeah, like the Eng. This is the dullest thing I've ever seen. Anywho. Okay, so his Bikini is gonna be a little bit delayed, but now he's also in the wrong spot and he's dead again. God. I don't know. I don't know what I'm watching. Yeah. I have no clue what I'm watching. Skyrack's gonna have to complete it. Wait, soon? Where is his courier? Of course. I say soon, but I mean that's fine. You don't really need much as a Skyrider anyway, as long as you have your spells going up. I'm not on the chrono. Should be really good. Void is really having a good time now though. Like the lane's not going as well as you want it to be, maybe. But CD's still keeping up. This is also the problem with Eels on Void. Is it's a catch item, but the thing is, if you don't start getting kills, you're gonna be behind in the farm because that's just how the build works. Like instead of getting something like a Witchblade, which just also helps you to farm, it uses completely either a super defensive item or an item that allows you to fight by catching them. So they will check the rune, it's gonna be top, it's gonna be DD, oh no. This is gonna be disastrous. Smoke pops on the Dazzle first. He missed the slide, he doesn't realize he's here behind the trees. Very good positioning with the tiny guy. Blink already, of course he does. Breaks the ward as well. Feels really good. So we'll just try to bait the jungle off this mid push. I cannot believe this is a thing. Like, I'm sorry, but okay, let's look at this. The Void moves up as his team is showing as a 4-man mid, and he just dies to the Void. Yeah, to the Void Spirit. Oh. Well, at least he's gonna have his BKB soon. I can't believe that was a thing, but glove gets used, and but the tower should still fall. There's no way it doesn't fall. Okay, so let's check out the items. BKB up on Ember already, BKB up on Marcy, almost Aetherlands, and he will go for the shark eventually, which is typically what you want to do. I want to see what's in Courier. So he wanted to go Glimmer, even though he had max Q, and then he bought the Shadow Armlet, and then he stopped, and then he went back for the Shard. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Ember will be defending top lane, but he's running for Nib. They're looking for a fight here. Void's almost done with an axe. And there's the BKB used. Some BKB. Oh no. Okay, at least BKBs were traded. I have no clue what I just witnessed, considering this is a top MMR game, which is sort of in a tournament, but okay. Void has BKB done. Ember Pop is DD, trying to push the inch back. Oh, he's a 4-staff. That's really nice. That is extremely nice. I need to just apply a bit of pressure on the inch. So you're just looking for plays and pickups. This ward is MVP. It has survived for so long and it has allowed the moves. But they also get played better the Radiant, which they already know. So they back off because they know that the Radiant knows. They're just somewhere farming. Wow, this is the most split up I've ever seen. I've seen anyone go. Some Ange pushing with the Razor top. Everyone on the team. This is really nice. But they better get this tower to pick because the Radiant will be able to push with this Enchantress. Stopped by the Ember. Is he just running back? I cannot believe they're not fighting this. Well, I guess they're waiting for the Axe to arrive and fight. It's all still good though. CSC also has his BKB now. Assembles the Echo Saber, which you typically do when you do get Echo Saber. You just go and disassemble it. Battle is short now, which means so much more lockdown on the dire side. This will be interesting. Let's wait for a team fight. I want to check the position of the wards as well. One on the Radiant side, which they're not really using because they already have the space anyway. And none on the Dire side. That's extremely interesting that there is no wards whatsoever. So Mercy shows you it. He's going for the Blink Max. That's fine. So smoke by the Radiant side, which immediately just, they know that they've been seen, so they just go for the room take. And they will try to be looking for a fight, but I think the Dire side will, no, they'll be prepared. So they're posturing up the high ground, extremely good. Marcy has the dagger, which is going to be coming quite late. Try on foot, so they have a lot of initiation. Extremely. Will they just be going for the rotation? Yes, they will. CK uses ult. Michael help him. DPD pop like the 2 carries. DPD pop some more. Oh boy. And then the chrono on the CK. Tiny dice back. But CK has no activity. And the void actually gets boosted down as a result of his one-hand chrono because he's already used his DPD. And they lose the
You
fight.
are dead!
So let's try to look back at the fight a bit to see how they lost the fight like this. So first, Radiant kind of baits the Roche here. Posturing on the left side, which is extremely good. So if there is a chrono play, not everyone gets caught. And so trade of BKBs by CK and Void. Whoa, great jump by Tiny. He insta-gives the Dazzle. Extremely good play. Posturing on the high ground like this with this ward. Extremely good. Breaks the smoke as well. It's immediately versus Tiny with a CK really good crit. And Skyrad also goes down to like 5%. And then the chrono kind of gets used really free as a bait on one guy. And now they have nothing. Tiny buys back and immediately just cleans up the fight. And Skyrad can't contribute anything more because he has no HP and he has already used his ultimate. So even with the shard, you can't actually walk up like that. Great positioning by the Tiny, you know. Break the smoke and immediately burst the Dazzle. So they have no stuns whatsoever in their fight. Kind of a good play by the CK to sort of break the chrono and just basically break the fight. Because you cannot use your team fight ability on the tankiest hero and not even get the kill. So now they will damage. Because if you use your team fight on the hero that doesn't even die, they will just completely pick you apart. And Tiny just dies, but he also brings 2 with him and immediately buys back, and they win the fight easily. Gets the Roche onto the CK. This game now is extremely good. The Void's still keeping up in form. It's just, I don't think he can use Chrono in that manner. But he was also kind of baited into that situation, using Chrono like that. So Radiant now definitely has a lead. Keep in mind I have no clue who won this game because I just watched it. Didn't even try to look at the details. So we'll go high ground push with this Aegis. Tries to jump on the CK but toss back and another 4-star. PTB on Marcy gets wasted. No Spiral ultimate. This is extremely good timing to push. And woo! The CK animation. Look at this. Have to be a little careful with the push though. And there's the Marcy jump and they lose the weight. Ooh. Unfortunate. Well, no fans and no void. I guess they can show if they can escape, but there's another jump by Marseille. But BKB TP gets wasted, so that's kind of a bit of a throw. And they have vision here. They will go for the Eng. He 4-steps on the high ground. Will he get caught as well? Yes, he will. Eng dies as well. I have no clue how this is even allowed. Like, what the heck am I watching? I know the Radiant kind of messed up their positioning a bit, but I just don't know who designed this hero. This is truly something else. Oh, truly Marcy. We have a word from the previous situation. This shard on Dazzle is extremely useful as well for more lockdown. Oops, there's a fight happening. Let's rewind that because I missed it. Wait, they smoked as well. Did they smoke under the ward? Oh no, that was a previous smoke. So Marcy tried to act like as a bait. Huh? Okay. So smoke pops on Dazzle and he's under vision because of the creep. They jumped him, instantly dies. Direct still tries to take the fight with Marcy in CKB. Razor doesn't have his own BKB, but Skyrim also gets jumped on, and there's a Chrono on 2. Okay, whatever, that's fine. But somehow they still win the fight anyway. But CK has the Aegis, might die twice anyways. They have no resource on the entire site. They should be able to back him up unless they go for the other heroes first. Tiny will go down here. CK should be able to make it out unless... Ooh, that's very great play. So Tiny died back from the previous engagement, is dead for 70 seconds. And there's the jump from Marcy, of course. The 2k initiation range, and of course Enchantress is like this, literally in the middle of the fight, and they can't actually kill it. Oh, truly something else. Tries to go for laser, kind of baits as a BKB as well. That's really nice. We'll be going for a refresher, the casual plate now for armor. Alright, this game suddenly took a turn because the dire set now kind of controls the game. Let's check out items. Ember will be going for the axe, that's his highest Sunge. Marcy has been doing nurse with his Blink Dagger BKB, that's all he has, but that's all he needs. Skyra has a Glimmer Cape, and Mars... I mean, this time it wasn't a Marcy, and she just walks up into high ground that he knows it's worth it. Oh. At least if anyone else dies, it's just the inch, so it's fine. And Void has a Lincoln's already. He's extremely strong now. Helping that part. Nuzzle with his own Glimmer as well. So finally, incredibly useful. But CK has a Blink. He will try to go for the PC. Has his Mage Slayer, which will eventually become a Blood. But this is not a free CKD, even if it goes later on. And they also have no answers to Chrono. Oh, jump onto the CK, use. They burst the Skyrat, but there's a counter burst on the Tiny. Nope, they don't connect her. Jump for the Marcy, gets sprayed. X by the Dazzle. And there's the 3-man Chrono and to the BKB as well. Nice pick off onto the Void, but Marcy has nothing now. Jump in now by Ember. Radiant has no more BKBs, this should be easy pickoffs. Razor has the BKB, which he saved all this time, and Void just negates 1000 damage. Interesting. And the Radiant just gets smashed. So great cleanup by the Ember, which you can typically just do when enemy doesn't have BKB. Nice play by Dire to not just run away, even though they were a man down, knowing that the BKBs were down on some of the core heroes. This is truly sadness to play Void in this game. Try to go for the edge as well. He goes for the pipe, but Not my favorite. They will get Nick Rex. And they burst the edge. Okay. Now they will get more. Because the Ench is dead without buyback as well. Oh wow. Nice smoke break. Very good. 3 on that. They burst the Marcy there this time. But now picking out some counter kills. They will back out because this is clear to spawn. Jump from the Yules. They will get Dazzle as well. So Dazzle dies and Marcy dies. If they can get out, this is still pretty good. That's all. If they still have 1 Rex advantage now. What a game! I can't believe the Radiant got the Aegis off a good fight here, where Tiny literally bursted, literally 1v5, and then they won, and then they got Aegis, and then they messed up the high ground push, and then they start chain feeding 3 people in a row, and then Dire got an absolutely brilliant team fight. That's something else. The Void has Mjolnir as well, 25. This Void was unstoppable. And the CK deceits. So while this pause is happening, let's check what's happening. This Ench is basically doing nothing besides being a meat shield, which usually Ench does, but when you have Scar on the other side, that meat shield doesn't last for long. Void, I don't know, it feels like he should be doing more with these items, but it's really hard Void Spirit game. Can't fault him much. Razor is literally just getting kited by the 3 cores on the Dire side. But he has his refresher up now. So that will be very important. And Tiny has been getting good initiations off, but it's a struggle even for a tank hero like Tiny to live long in these fights without something like Yules or BKB or Lotus. In CK, his illusions are just getting melted by the AoE of the Dire side. And Ember will go for the patented Axe Scepter plus Shard combo, which is extremely nice. Marcy will be going for the AC on top of the Basher that already has. This guy going for a Force, and Dazzle also going for Force. With this guy going for Nullifier, which will already counter out the Void Spirit Eonness. So that is extremely despair, because now they have no answers to the Void Chrono eventually. Can play by the Ember. They should not be able to kill him unless he really messes up. They don't have the damage for it. He's gonna just defeat random out. Tiny tries to get the outpost just to intimidate them a bit. There's nothing much to do. The Radiant has to get a really like a good tech off into Roche, because they cannot win a 5-on-5 anymore. As shown in this scenario, where if the Dire gets spells off, they are toast. They got 3-man chrono, and the fight goes long enough so the Ember can clean up. So Dire has a full grasp of this game. Another smoke play coming out from the Dire side. Putting out the Void in front. Good jump by the Void Spirit there. He's just jumping around with this time walk, which is extremely fun. They might catch the CK, force out the BKB at least. Yes, there we go. Counter BKB by Void and Chrono. They just have no answer for Chrono in this situation. Meanwhile, on the other side, Razor's trying to beat stuff, and they also get the static that we need. Nice back. They jump on the Dazzle. This looks like an okay fight until the BKB runs out, and Ember is just leading the house. They have no way to catch him whatsoever. And he will TP back with full HP. And he gets out of that situation. They might catch the Void Spirit though, and maybe not even trying to kills there. So they will get Roshan off of this as well, and this game is looking mega despair. Mega despair for the Radiant side. After getting the Roche, they just kind of poor by chain shooting in that situation. There's always a chance of victory, but it's very slim. The CK literally does nothing but get Chrono, and yeah, and he just dies in a single throw. There's no way. And also the Radiant side doesn't have like a Shadow Demon or something to like help against the Void. There's nothing. There's also no possibility of actually jumping, and yeah, and she just dies in the face. This is mega despair. They have to. There's too many scenarios. They have to get a pick off in the Dazzle and then pick off the Void as well. Because if Void ever gets Chrono off, they will lose. Because he will always just hit with his BTB. Guy will get spells off, and I hear a BTB coming out. What the hell did I hear? I heard a BTB. Maybe that's just a secret trick. And the perma silence by Skynet. I have never seen anyone take this, but apparently he did. Grave Royal used by Void to get out. And this is a very tough Hydra defense coming up. Oh, waits a Chrono, jumps back. Just toying with them. Jumps in, jumps out. And just trying to look for a smoke play where they kill the backliners first, I guess. Because they cannot deal with this Void anyway. This Void is 2 stack and he has mages. Oh, miscommunication right there. Duels and mage. And there's another Chrono onto the CK, just 2 spells. And here we go. Ember, let's see what you made of. They can't do anything in this one. They're just diving the fountain OG style. And this game is pretty much over. Maybe survives back, but they will get the kill on Dazzle. And this game is definitely over. He's just farming the fountain. Oh, nice pack. 3 arrows. Trying to punish the Void for his back. Sadly, they cannot even scratch him. Wow, he didn't even go below 50% HP in that situation. And he's still hunting for more. Oh, they do get the Ember who... Oh, the what's happening? Oh, they can't kill the Sky Rat. That's extremely sad. 25 intel and 5 armor. Wow, Skyrim has terrible armor. He has 4 armor as a level 20 hero. I knew it was bad, I didn't know it was this abysmal. They can't scratch this Void. Shit. This is so sad. It's literally level 28 when no one on Radiant side has reached level 25. Yeah, they can't scratch him. They can't even kill him. Or, they can't even kill the Aegis. There's no way they're killing him. This game is, truly all Void all the way. Very what can they do in this scenario? Oh! He almost dies. Makes it barely away, but he has no ultimate. They are trying to look for some post-pack plays here, but not enough. I don't know if this Void even dies in the fountain. He's just jumping in, jumping out. And this game should be over with the next Chronosphere. What an incredible comeback, and well, throw as well. all on the back of the Mercy pickoffs. So they will try to kill the guys when they do get him, but again, Chrono and Razor's dead, Suki's dead, and you just can't do anything about it. This game is definitely over. And he's also dead, and they call it. And that is my analysis of this game between Team Xerxia and CSC for the KMC tournament. Let's try to cast another game. This is actually pretty fun. Let's go.